hope you made lots of spaghetti.
Okay. So recently I had the experience of watching The Mummy, the Tom Cruise one, from whatever year the Tom Cruise one was from. 2016.
You douchebag.
Of course, like a lot of seemingly bad movies seem to be coming from 2016.
All right, come on now, that's not helping.
This one's another offender from 2016. Okay, so here we go on my rant. Now, I know what you're expecting. You've seen other rants on my channel and you're like, oh, he's gonna get angry about the movie. Nah, man. It's a calm rant. This movie is a lot of things. It's a setup for a whole franchise of Dark Universe, which flopped. It was an attempt at rebooting an amazing trilogy. It flopped. And it was a Tom Cruise movie, which also, surprisingly, it flopped. Look, so I had the pleasure of watching the original trilogy recently. I decided to watch those first. And let me just talk about the first movie for a sec.
Hey, assholes! I'm right over here! Come and get me!
The Mummy, 1999, starring Brendan Fraser, is an absolute classic. This movie is one of the finest mummy movies you'll find. It is a story with a good villain, a good plot in general, and it definitely falls more into the horror category than its latter sequels. This is literally the closest I'll get to actually watching a horror. But this movie is good. We start off with Imhotep, whose main motivation is a love motivation, which always strikes well with me when it comes to villains. He becomes a mummy. Brendan Fraser and some other people have travelled to look for the lost city of Hamunaptra. And when they get there, they end up waking up the mummy, as you'd expect. It's called the Mummy. Someone's got to wake up the mummy, who then unleashes hell on earth, as you would all expect. It's the mummy. He's cursed. He's going to unleash hell. So despite the fact that it's everything you expect, it's good because you expected good things. The Mummy is a great movie. And ultimately, the movie ends with the mummy seemingly dying again. But then we get the sequel, The Mummy Returns.
Sweet!
And you guessed it, The Mummy Returns. But in more of an action-adventure style movie than a horror movie. The Mummy Returns involves Rick O'Connell, his wife Evelyn, and their son they went searching for some treasure, found a scorpion bracelet, which the son decided, hey, I'm gonna wear this bracelet. He put it on, it got stuck on his wrist, and it supposedly shows the way to the oasis in which the Scorpion King is trapped. The Scorpion King, played by Dwayne Johnson, he was from a long time ago, and he made some sort of pact with Anubis, the god of death, or some. I think he's the god of death, god of the underworld, I think, something like that. And well, he died. He got trapped as the Scorpion King, and so if you can kill the Scorpion King, you can control his army, which then brings Imhotep back into play. He's seemingly the only one strong enough to do such a feat. So they resurrected him along with another reincarnated form of Anaxunaman. This leads to I think his name was Alex. I can't believe I forgot. Alex O'Connell getting kidnapped by the bad guys, and because he's got the bracelet showing the way to the Scorpion King, well, they go on a little quest to find this hidden oasis. So then, you know, the good guys start chasing them, and next thing you know, it's a race to try and get there first. Imhotep busts out his old moves, like instead of using a wall of sand, he uses a wall of water, you know. He's got a lot more magic powers as well. They arrive at the temple and, you know, Scorpion King is killed. Imhotep dies a very tragic death. Basically, his love ran away is to save herself, and well, since that's all he cared about, he let himself die. Very sad ending. And you know, everyone lived happily ever after. Jonathan got some treasure. Jonathan's Evelyn's brother, who's literally just tags on for comedy and treasure. Then we get to the third movie, Tomb of the Dragon Emperor. It's okay. Look, it's a decent movie. I don't like it as much as the others, but it's decent. My only real issue with it is they recast Evelyn, which, I mean, she plays the role really well in this movie, I'm not gonna lie, she does well, but it's just weird seeing somebody else play this character that we knew in the first two movies. So that's a bit wrong to me. The enemy is the Dragon Emperor, Jet Li. It's not as good as Imhotep, but, you know, it's something different. We like it. I like this movie. It's not bad. It's just not as good as the first two. But then we get to the Mummy remake with Tom Cruise. Oh boy.
This movie's gonna suck.
So, where do I start with this? I don't even know where to start because there's not that much, like, substance to the movie. So basically there's this girl called Aminet. Like, honestly, if I forgot that already, I literally just finished watching this movie 10 minutes ago, if maybe 5 minutes. Aminet is this girl who somehow made some sort of pact with the god of death, Set. You could tell how little I was interested in watching this, because I remember watching it in the cinema. Well, I wanted to watch it in the cinema. They boosted the age rating up to 15, I was a little too young. We watched Wonder Woman, which was a lot better actually, we weren't expecting that. Watched this movie at home, and I was like, okay, yes, new Mummy movie, very excited. Was not so good. It wasn't as good as the first ones. So, you know, Tom Cruise and some other guys stumble across the ancient burial ground of where Aminet was buried after she tried to get with the god of death. She curses Tom Cruise's character, I forgot what his name was already. You know, it just keeps going. She hunts him down. He sort of hunts her down at some points. It's really just, it's everywhere. Then the guy from Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, that guy comes in. That he's trying to start up the whole monster universe thing that Universal does, but it's no avail. He's just kind of there. It's not necessary. My mind's blanked on a lot of this movie. It's not very exciting compared to the others. Look, if you haven't seen a Mummy movie before, maybe this one's fine. Maybe it's like the Sticker Star. It's like what Sticker Star is the Paper Mario series. If you haven't seen anything else in the series before, and this is the first thing you're seeing, it's okay. It's okay. Like, sure, there's a little bit of action here, sure, there's a little bit of plot there, but I've seen the other Mummy movies. This one's so much weaker. I finished watching it just before recording this video. The last time I watched it was when I first got it on DVD, probably back in like 2017. It's been a long time. It's been a good 4 years. Oh man, this movie. So the ending is Tom Cruise's character ends up becoming a monster. I'm pretty sure he becomes Set, the god of death. He gets control of who lives and who dies. Kills Aminet. Like, you know, he just kind of sucks the life out of her. Literally. Brings the girl he seems to like, I think her name is Jenny or something. brings her back to life, and then he runs away because he's a monster. You know, I'm a monster. He runs away, hides from humanity and all that. Everyone else is fine. You know, he brings back some other people. Everyone's fine. You know, the only real fatality in this was the one who started dead anyway, the mummy. Amenhotep. Look, she's no Imhotep, okay? I mean, I'd have to say the Dragon Emperor is better than Amenhotep, let's be honest. Honestly, there's not much good to say about this movie, so yeah, calm rant. So yeah, I mean, I'd go for the characters, but I'm just repeating myself at this point. There's nothing much to it, the substance is so light. The plot is here and there. So I guess I'll just give the final verdict now. This movie is one that I was really excited for, but in the end, disappointed. Just disappointed. I'm gonna give it a 2 out of 10. It's not an absolute flop, but you know. And that's the end of that, so I guess we just need to get rid of this movie and move on to the next thing. Anyway, thanks for watching and ciao.